Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're in Glamis and we're gonna do some lighting comparisons. We got Baja designs, we got rough country, and we have SD lighting and some more Baja designs down at the bumper. And we want to show you guys the differences between these lights, how they look, an overhead view from my drone, assuming it works because it was giving me issues earlier. And yeah, we're gonna go over everything. We're gonna leave links in the description for all the lighting as well as prices in the description, so check that out. And let's see what these lights are all about, comparing them, you know, and you guys can be the judge whether you think one is better than the other. And we're gonna give you guys our opinions, so let's check it out. All right, quick overview of the two cars. We have a 2021 Can X3 right over there that belongs to my buddy CJ. This is my 2018. On my car we have two Baja Designs LP4s in amber down at the bottom. At the A pillars we have SD lighting RG3L. This is their laser model. I have a pair of those at the A pillar. And at the very top we have a rough country 50-inch blackout series with the white DRL in the center there. So we'll check those out in just a second. Let's go on to the 2021, show you guys what we got here. A little bit more lighting. We have the Baja Designs, and by the way, all the lights on this car are Baja Designs except for the mirrors. So here at the shock tower we have the Baja Designs S8 10-inch, and this cover is just an amber cover. It comes off. I'll show you guys that, which is cool because if you don't want to run ambers, you don't have to, and when you need to run ambers, you can. Same thing with the pods here at the A pillar. These are Squadron Sports made by Baja Designs. Same thing, these caps come off. Oh man, they're on there really tight. Ow, that hurt. Look at that. That really hurt. Anyways, so Baja Design Squadron Sports. At the very top, a very expensive, but from what I've seen so far, very badass Baja Designs Onyx 6. This is a 50-inch and it's a curved light bar. So very expensive, but very bright, and we'll show you guys that in just a second. Let's get to it. We're gonna go ahead and wipe everything down to make it fair. All right, they're all cleaned up. We're gonna throw ahead the drone in the air, and we'll be cutting back and forth between the drone shots and actually sitting in the driver's seat to give you guys a fair comparison. All right guys, so first we're gonna start with the pods. CJ has the Baja Design Squadron Sports, so we're gonna light those up. Turn off your regular low beams, yeah? Oh, I got it, my bad. Go ahead. So these are the Squadron Sports. Try to get a view from inside the cockpit, how it looks. They actually do a good job of flooding. What do you think?
I think they do a pretty good job of flooding. The light's pretty well distributed.
Yeah, so I think the Baja Designs are, like you said, well distributed. It's more of a flood, but it's got good distance too. So let's try the SD lighting pods, the RG3Ls. Go ahead, turn those off. And very different lighting output. I don't know if you guys can see this on the drone, but on the drone you can see that they reach farther, but I feel like they don't have quite the amount of flood as the Squadron Sports. So turn on the Squadron Sports again, so you guys can see there. Definitely the RG3Ls are reaching farther in a hot spot as far as like a laser, but overall I think the Squadron Sports are probably lighting up better. No, what do you think?
I think on your lighting it's more of that laser, more of like a solid beam out there, and more of like the back of the pod is more like a daytime running light almost. Yeah,
so I think that the RG3Ls from SD lighting, that laser, is actually really good if you're on a trail and you need to reach a long distance. They're good, but you gotta have them perfectly aligned, facing straight in order to get that to work. But you can tell the difference here. Turn off yours. Turn them on. Turn mine off. And turn mine on. So overall, it's kind of pick your poison. Whether you want some that are kind of flood, have a laser, or a little bit more flood and not as much of a laser, not as much of a spotlight as far as distance goes. So we'll move on to the 50-inch light bar. I think this is not even a comparison. The Baja Designs 50-inch light bar, the Onyx 6 is insane, but we're gonna try it out anyways, and we'll show you guys over the drone too on how they look. Turn off the pods, CJ. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my rough country light bar, and there's that. Pretty bright, I would say. It's definitely I don't have any issues with the light. If you can see here, this is like one hill, not a hill, but one level, and then this is another hill. You can still see kind of the backside of the hill, but you're gonna see a big difference with the Baja Designs Onyx 6 50-inch. And hit them, CJ.
Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off. Turn them off.
It's just a huge difference. Let me see. Can you light it up? Right there, huh? All right, so I don't know how this is turning up on the drone. Let me take a peek real quick. All right, turn off the Baja Designs. Turn it back on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the rough country. Turn yours off, on, and I'm gonna turn on the rough country.
Battery level is low. The aircraft will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
So, I ain't gonna lie, they're pretty comparable. But definitely the Baja Designs is brighter. You can see the pattern is brighter. But as far as the flood, they're kind of even. As far as the coverage, but I think the Baja Designs is brighter in that coverage. What do you think?
If you want my honest opinion, for the amount of money you're going to spend on a Baja Designs and for the amount of money you're going to spend on a rough country, for the type of driving that we do, it's more of, you know, more of driving in little courses or driving little trails with bushes around the area. You know, we're first timers out here in Glamis. You know, we don't come out here that often. So for us, you know, this whole dune world is new. But the type of riding that we do, you know, this lighting output is
terrible.
It's not good.
So light bars in general, as you can see right now, you guys can see the dust that's picking up. It doesn't help at all when riding, and we're gonna show you what does help when riding at night. So real quick before we stop on the light bars, and that's my drone with the low battery complaining. Try not to pay attention to that, but even mine as well. You guys can see all the dust that's getting picked up. It's reflecting. It makes it hard to see at night. Turn on the your S8. Perfect. That's the S8? Yeah. Okay, so the S8 isn't as bright. It's an affordable light. But we're gonna show you guys what helps in the dust, and these are these LP4 Baja Designs. So these help a lot in the dust. They do not reflect dust at all. He has the Baja Designs S8, and he also has these caps for the Squadron Sports. We're gonna put those on and see what difference it makes. Hurry up, because the drone's fucking dying.
So, however, you can get the replacement glass and put on amber if you really want to spend the money.
So those are the LP4s, and I'm gonna turn them off, and he's gonna turn on his S8, and actually does a really good job. It's hard to tell on camera, but the LP4s reach pretty far, but immediate floodlight is actually better when the combination with the S8 and the pods. And actually I think these might be aimed a little bit off. Shit.
6-4 is going down.
Fucking battery was at 0%. I caught this guy. I caught my drone, it was at 0%. All right, so that's pretty much the lighting output that we got for you guys. Not scientific, but just two guys that got two cars with different lighting, you know, setups here. And I think for the money, spend money on some ambers. What do you think?
I think your LP4s outdo the whole lighting on this car. Yeah, you know, LP4s, they're the higher end, you know, pods that you can buy. But at the end of the day, where they're mounted is where you're gonna get your best results. You have a bumper, this car doesn't have a bumper, and you know, that's where you want your lights at.
So I would agree with that, but I will say that the S8 is kind of impressing me, as well as the fact as these pods and that S8, you could take off and on those amber caps. So if you're leading the pack, you can stick with your whites. And if you're not leading the pack and you got, you know, dust in front of you, then definitely go with some ambers. It seems like the light bars for our kind of riding, now if you're out back east and running, you know, trails and maybe some mud and you don't have a lot of dust being kicked up, then maybe the light bar is the way to go. But for us out here in Glamis, in El Mirage, in Johnson Valley, where else have we gone? Ocotillo Wells, the dust is very killer, and the light bar does not help. It makes it worse. It makes it worse. It reflects, as you guys saw here. Turn that one back on. You can just see the dust in the air, and with the ambers it just doesn't do that. So ambers are on. You can't see the dust. Very minimal.
Nice.
All right guys, real quick, because on the drone it looked like the SA was brighter, but we're gonna give you, check out the cars in the background, we're gonna give you an idea what we were talking about and what we can see here on the floor, obviously. So he turns on his SA with the amber, and the lighting output is there. You can't see any of the wall in the back. Now if I turn on these LP4s, which, let's get this into perspective, there's 2 of them on my bumper, you can see the back of the wall lights up a lot better. So, but keep in mind, the SA from Baja Designs, when you use a cover, it does cut the lumens down just a little bit, versus if this light was just a regular amber and it wasn't clear, it was amber from the factory and you didn't have to use this cover, it would be brighter. So with the cover, it makes it a little bit less brighter, but I think it's more versatile because you have the option to run it clear or amber. Same exact thing with the pods.
That's the good thing about Baja Designs is, you know, if your lenses crack, if they break, or if you just simply want to go nothing but amber, I like the way personally it looks. That's why I put caps on it, but you can just unscrew it and put in the new glass.
Yeah, and I agree. I'm really digging the yellow. Before I didn't really care for yellow, but I'm really digging the yellow on his car. That's why I decided to go with the LP4s here on the bumper, which I think look great. And I might do something yellow in the future here, maybe on the mirrors or maybe on the RG3Ls from SD Lighting. But we'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching, you guys. We're gonna go out for a night ride. Make sure you stick around and watch that video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, Glamis is awesome. Peace out.